let me know if you need anything, okay? I did not mean for you to find out this way. I thought that you knew, and I'm sorry.
That's your fault.
I got Tips with his grandpapa,
Oh.
and he didn't know that Tips is dead. So, doing a real
Well,
bang-up job this week, Duke.
stop it. That's not your fault. Better he learn it from you than
Yeah,
some
but
other random person.
I said it so fucking casually.
Okay, but still better from you than a idiot in the food court or one of the clowns or anything like that. Stop beating yourself up. It's not going to help nothing, V.
Well, I had to tell Mason that I lied to him last night, so that was fun.
How'd that go?
Well, the next words out of my mouth were, I don't lie to you. He went, well, you did. And I went, well, I would have told you that day, but, you know, things happen. By things, I mean, I think he went to bed shortly after we had our little tiff. But the thing was part of a wider thing, and I blew it way out of proportion. I didn't realize how stupid I sounded until I talked to Wade today.
Okay. Well, that's called growth, so congratulations.
I spent the better part of the last 3 days bitching about a stupid rule.
Okay,
And
what's the
bitching
rule?
about, like, if the prospects find me and my bike crashed out, they have to impound my bike.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that rule.
Yeah. I spent the better part of 3 days bitching about it, and, like, I started thinking it was dumb last night after talking to Mason about it. Right? And then I felt really stupid when talking to Wade about it today.
I mean, I think it's a half dumb rule.
I think most people do.
I think it makes them be on the lookout for you, but like locals are wild as ever. I fucking run into them every day now. The fuck you supposed to do about that? No, I'm a pretty good driver, I think. I'm sorry you're struggling with that. But I think Mason can probably forgive it.
Yeah. Sorry, I just gotta respond to Wade real quick.
No problem.
I can't remember. Did Mike threaten Georgia? I don't remember.
Just now?
Yeah.
No, he just
Okay.
told him to get out of here or
Yeah.
something like that. In fact, they drove up saying drive by and making blap noises. So I need to take this. I was having this call and she had a headache. Just a second.
And first they I think we'll end in later that V had literally just told him that his grandfather was dead. Don't think that's really something in the text. Hi guys. V's doing her talk with Duke. I mean, she said that she would. And oh boy, oh boy. I was telling Nereus this morning. I was telling him this morning that it's a doozy. um, but Rake's the one who I was talking to this morning. I'm like, man, if anyone's actually like paying like really, really close attention to V, um, oh, that's my train of thought. Yeah, V hasn't been okay since she got back. We were talking about that earlier. All because I'm blaming Carby. Okay, just straight up, I'm blaming Carby. Because when we were sitting around at the house in San Diego, right? We just went, what if? What if Casey followed Veronica to Washington? And thus, Veronica having an episode came about because that level of paranoia absolutely would trigger an episode. And a pretty rapid regression from where she'd been. That, coupled with the fact that she hasn't actually had a conversation with Duke in a few, probably over a month. I don't think they've actually had a proper talk since before Lane went into ICU. So V's got a lot to talk about. And it's like she just said to him, like, she realized while talking to, like, she started realizing it last night while talking to Mason, but, like, she really realized it on the beach this afternoon of just how stupid she sounded and how ridiculous she sounded, and she feels embarrassed. She feels just the worst. But, like, it's a lot of embarrassment. A lot of shame for lying both to Flynn and to Mason. And then just, like, just shame and embarrassment over how she is acting. Cause, like, there's V, like, being V, and then there is V from the last week of just, I think even outside of that situation, there have been other things that she has just kind of blown out of proportion. Maybe not outwardly, but definitely internally. But it's like I was saying earlier, she was more than likely misdiagnosed by Alexander Rex. It still helped her, but not as much as having the proper diagnosis would. And I've done my research and shit. But like the thing is, right? V was being treated. She was in active treatment even if she didn't have the proper diagnosis, right? She had like the tools at her disposal. She's medicated, and like one of the things is with proper treatment, like you can pretty much go symptom free for quite a while. But unfortunately for V, when she cut therapy, it's going to cause that regression. It's going to cause those feelings. It's going to cause her to, like, even in 3.0, like 3.0, her symptoms kind of abated a bit because she went through periods of therapy. And she went through periods of time of actually talking to people and not bottling everything up. With everything that's been going on in the last 2 months, like everything over the summer, I would say V 100% has been bottling a lot up, which again contributes to her current state. And then you take her away from Los Santos for 2 weeks, and in a place where she is able to just think.
Sorry about that, V.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all good. I think I was talking about how stupid I felt talking to Wade.
Right.
Because, like, it was like all I could think about, Duke, was this stupid rule and how angry I was that they were trying to enforce it. And, like, I wasted so much time just being upset about it. And when I was talking to Wade, I was just like, well, now that I say it out loud, I just feel stupid.
Sometimes it's like that, right? Especially if you're in your feels about it.
Yeah, but, like, there's being in your feels about it, and then there's whatever the fuck I was on. Because I don't... Hell, I was still bitching about it when Riley and I ejected out of a car yesterday, Duke.
I don't think there's a time limit on how long you can think something is, not justified.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know.
Especially when it's a rule specifically targeted at only you, but it's a club-wide rule. Like, I think I'd be a little upset.
Yeah, no, and I told Mason last night, like, it feels really shitty that there's a rule that is specifically for me.
I think you need a cough drop.
Is that better? Duke?
All right.
Am I
Can you hear
good?
me?
Or am I still coughing a lot? Hello.
Hello.
But no, I think it's more so like, I don't know. It's not like, I do think I was right to be upset. I don't think I went about it in the right way.
Gotcha.
Because the right way would have been talk to Wade, talk to Lane, talk to Mason. I didn't do that until last night and today. I honestly don't remember much of the past few days, if I'm being so for real, Duke.
Like, you were too mad to remember, or
Um, I have no recollection of most of the last few days. I remember talking to Mason last night. I remember being incredibly upset on Saturday. I remember blowing up cars at some point, but a lot of stuff is just hazy. Like, it's there, but it's not there.
has this happened before?
Not for that long time.
Okay, how long of a time?
An hour, two tops.
And is it always like when you're mad, or is it?
No, like it used to be, like if sometimes the 13 Alpha would send me into panic. I've never had it that I can recall where I've been upset and just everything's a little fuzzy.
Huh. Okay. Um. Huh. So, other than this time loss or memory, not memory loss, I don't know what to call it. This stress-induced haze. Like, what do you want to do about it? Like, not the haze itself, but like how you feel like you acted.
I apologize to Flynn. I think I gotta talk to Mason again because I did apologize to him last night, but I want to like actually like apologize and like with like the perspective from when I talked to Wade of just like realizing how dumb I was, but like even before the bike incident, like I've been feeling some kind of way, like since I got back and even while I was on my trip. I told Wade this morning I could not shake the feeling that I was being watched the entire time I was out of town.
Well, that's unnerving.
I still can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched.
Is it like just like you feel like you're being watched, or is like the hair on the back of your neck up being watched?
Like hair raised on the back of my neck. There was one day I woke up when I was out of town and the window was open. And I thought at first, oh, I must have left it open overnight. But I never opened the windows. I never touched the windows in my room.
Okay. Um, you sleepwalk.
Not that I know of.
So Mason's never mentioned nothing about it.
No.
Okay, then probably not you opening that window. That's very disconcerting.
Bundy checked every corner of the house. There were no footprints under the window. Nothing.
It's the weirdest peeping Tom ever. Open the window to peep?
There was no one in the house. No signs of forced entry.
Okay. Did anything happen other than you feeling watched on your vacation?
I mean, there was a dead raccoon on the front porch one morning.
Like natural causes dead raccoon, or like had its neck broken or stabbed or gutted or
Well,
poisoned, or
I don't think there was anything natural about how it was positioned, but I got rid of it before anyone woke up.
okay, Okay, how was it positioned?
Well, was missing some limbs. Well, paws, really.
Okay.
Not like it had been bitten off, but like somebody had taken like a hacksaw to it or something.
Okay.
So it could have been worse. It could have just been a fish wrapped in a newspaper.
I don't know that that's actually worse. Or I think they're about the same. It's still animal cruelty. Okay.
Just know I haven't told anyone about that raccoon. I didn't even tell my parents.
Okay. Does a raccoon mean anything to you? Like, or is that just other than it being
I
an
mean,
animal?
I love raccoons.
Like, is that a known thing?
No, but like they're also pretty common around the cabin, so
Okay. So it's not like a raccoon is your favorite animal and somebody
no,
would intentionally harm it to like send a message then.
no.
Okay. Um,
Though Harvey was fond of them, and pretty sure that was pretty well known. So
okay. Okay, before I go into this, did anything happen to you, like that you got hurt or anything like that on your trip?
I mean, I had to go to the hospital because I got stung by a bee. And
So, like, you went into anaphylaxis?
yeah, I mean, uh, mom stabbed me with my EpiPen, but I still had to go to the hospital as a precaution. So
Well, yeah, that's procedure. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And there was a day that I tripped and fell when fireworks unexpectedly went off. But
Wait, what?
yeah.
Wait, you fell and it made fireworks
Well,
go off?
no, there were fireworks that went off and it caught me off guard, and
Oh,
I stumbled over something.
okay. I thought you were like Gandalf setting off
No,
fireworks with magic or some
man,
shit.
I wish, Duke.
Okay. Um, how long since you last got stung by a bee?
It's been years.
Did you ever have any of this like hazy stuff after getting stung by a bee last time?
That I can recall.
Okay, not connected. Um. Okay, so we had the raccoon, and you feel like you're being watched. And raccoons were special to Harvey. You said.
Yeah, he loved them.
Okay, and is there anybody that would be watching you that would also know that he liked raccoons?
Casey, probably.
That's your ex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you heard anything from her?
Not in a while.
Define a while.
Last time I heard from her, she stabbed Kenneth Jesperson.
Okay, so that's the Parsons thing. Yeah, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, so
I might have. I haven't told anyone this. I called Kenneth a few days ago.
sorry. Can you repeat that, V?
I called Kenneth a few days ago.
Sorry, my ears are giving me trouble. Something terrible with that first part again. Something a few days ago.
Yeah, I called Kenneth Jesperson.
Oh, why'd you call him?
I don't actually know.
Okay, was it like not of your own free will? Your hand was just like, I'm gonna pick up my phone and dial, or?
It was a very impulsive decision. part of me went, man, that would be a really bad idea, and the other part of me went, okay. I said this to Mason last night. It, like, I can be doing so good. Doing everything I'm supposed to, checking in with people, letting them know where I'm going, not drinking, not getting into trouble. And then it's like a switch flips and my brain's just like, no, what if we didn't do any of that? What if we just got drunk, blew up cars, and did whatever the fuck we wanted to do?
So that explains talking about blowing up cars yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I was also angry, so.
Well, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just making the connection. Okay.
It's kind of just how it's always been, is sometimes I will just have these moments of just shutting down and
Shutting down and
just doing things I probably shouldn't do.
okay, and you feel like you're not in control of that, or like it's just you don't care, or
I care after.
but during you don't. You're just like fuck it, let's ball.
During, I'm usually upset and angry. And it's like, I don't even know what I'm angry at. I'm just angry.
Right.
So what got me kicked out of Girl Scouts?
What happened in Girl Scouts?
This chick made the most innocent of comments. I don't even remember what it was. And the next thing I knew, they were pulling me off her. She was unconscious on the ground, and my hands were being, like, not, like, cuffed, but, like, they used, like, those zip ties. Because I was just a kid, and it was a pretty wealthy town, so, you know, bad luck if you're dragging a child out of a middle school in cuffs in that town, kind of deal.
Okay.
That agreement was I was expelled from school, no contact, community service.
So how old were you with that?
Like 12.
Well, did you keep like having these rage moments where you would attack people or just do some shit like that like after that, or was it like a long time?
There were instances. I was in therapy for a bit. Had a real charmer of a therapist back home.
Okay, you want to talk about that?
She had a very rigid view on quote unquote troubled youth.
Okay.
I think a lot of what she said to me is what drove me to Casey. Like, aside from my father and his meddling in that.
So
Oh my
how
god,
does
we got
that
666.
translate to her being a doozy towards
Coin, I
you?
mean.
Oh. Oh.
See, my ping's 333 and I just saw the number 666. Must be cursed.
I'm trying to find a quote. I'm trying to find a quote. I have a quote somewhere.
V.
Sorry.
It's okay. If you don't want to talk about it, just say that. I don't care.
No, it's something she said to me once about what I deserved.
Okay, that's not
And
very. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember what exactly it was she said. Because it fucked me up for a long time to the point that I just accepted whatever was in front of me as what love should be. Fuck. I have the exact quote somewhere.
Don't remember what she said.
I can't remember the exact wording. It was
Okay.
just something about how no one would ever love me because of how I was.
Oh, I don't think that's true. Plenty people love you, V. I think
Well,
a lot of them live just, two buildings over.
I know that now. I didn't for a long time.
Sure.
I think it's why I stayed with Josh for as long as I did. I just didn't want to be alone. And I thought
Who
if
does?
I left him, then I was just going to be alone forever. Ah,
Mm,
I remember the other thing now.
okay.
She said I wasn't a good person and that someday I'd push away everyone who ever tried to love me. I think the exact phrase was, "You, Miss Avril, are a selfish person who will never find what she's looking for as long as you keep it so. You'd rather self-destruct than let anyone in."
Do you think you self-destruct?
Not as bad as I used to.
Okay, Do you think that was self-destruction, or do you think it was whatever this anger hazy thing is?
I think the two can be one and the same.
Do you ever have like tightness in your chest afterwards, or like your hands are tingly or real shaky?
Not that I can recall, but doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Right. Okay. How did you see this therapist for?
Uh, Probably like 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years?
Hmm?
Jesus Christ. Did you ever tell, anybody about how fucked up she was?
I tried, but my dad didn't really care. The good doctor came with rave reviews from every parent he had spoken to.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Yeah, wait, what?
Got Flynn kissed.
Good for him.
Yeah. There you go, Faraday. Get on it. Well, I'm sorry that happened, V. It's not somebody that should be working with vulnerable people. Somebody should be in the ocean in front of us, concrete on their ankles.
Was she wrong?
Yeah, she was wrong. V, why would she be right? Let's start with that.
Because one day I am going to end up pushing everyone away again, too.
No, you're not. You know how hard that would be at this point? Like, how truly, truly hard that would be? Shit, you'd have to basically stab me and shoot me and get me to not talk to you no more, because I'd be dead.
I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm just saying. Let alone Mason or anybody else like that.
See, that's one of my biggest fears, is that I'm going to end up pushing him away.
Okay. But you do understand that that can be an irrational fear, right?
Yeah? The amount of times we've had to have the conversation about me making sure people know where I'm going and where I'm at, and that I don't just wander off and I don't just go radio silent, and that I don't do some of the things I do when my mood just crashes. He's gonna get tired of it eventually, Duke.
No, he ain't.
Everyone always does.
I don't think you can speak for everyone on that. The past doesn't have to inform the future, V. Especially when you find the right people. just means your past was really just filled with weak people that didn't care. Love, kindness, friendship shouldn't be conditional. People that make it conditional based on how you act at any given time ain't really worth your time anyway, so at the end of the day, what'd you really lose? You found out somebody wasn't worth your time is what you did. People that fight for you, stick around, care about you despite maybe how you fall apart sometimes. That's worth fighting for. I don't see you not fighting for those people. I don't see them not fighting for you either.
I don't know, some days I wish I could walk away from myself.
I think we all do. I don't think people talk about it, but I think we all do. What do you think about when you feel that way, though?
Legitimate think. Sometimes I think about leaving before people leave me. I've done it
Sure.
before. Years and years ago. Back
How'd
in the
that-
farmers market days.
Okay.
I didn't leave town, but I walked out on the people that cared about me the most without any reason why. We made up eventually. But all they got from me was a phone call saying I'm done, and that was that.
Do you remember how that made you feel after you did that?
Incredibly guilty.
Okay. Why do you think you felt guilty?
Because there are better ways to go about expressing your feelings and saying, I'm out and walking away.
True. So do you also think about that on those days where you think maybe you should just walk away, or does that even come to mind?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I
Well,
haven't had one of those days in a while.
good. Great. Excellent. I like to hear that.
But I know that those days exist.
Or they did exist. Till it happens again. It hasn't happened.
I think that's why I like to drive so fast.
Okay. Connect those dots for me.
It's easy to not think about anything, think about those feelings, think about any of it if you just zoom in.
I'm resisting the urge to quote Fast and the Furious to you right now so hard. That's okay. I mean, given your track record with your bikes, it's not necessarily the healthiest out, like,
I drive
thing
like
to
a
do.
fucking idiot, Duke. It's okay
That's
to say
okay.
it.
Oh, I don't really know how you drive. I've never ridden with you. I've only heard you crash a lot. And I'm not saying that
Uh,
it's
I will
it's
take a curve going 200 miles an hour sometimes.
okay. Well, that's a special way to take a curb, but you know, I guess the main point is, V, is that a lot of people feel like you do. Feel like they don't want to be themselves. Feel like they're going to let people down, push people away. Hell, I bet you could talk to the whole club and at least one other person feels that on a daily basis. And I'd bet half of them are Flint. But at the same time, you're still here. You still care. You learned your lesson before. Don't discredit yourself for how you've grown and how strong you actually are.
I
So
just.
this, go ahead.
Oh. So to say, I just feel like a mess. Like. It's the haze over the last week. It's the sadness and anger over bones and tips. It's the hurt still from Dax. And I haven't even. I don't like to think about Rue.
Yeah. You want to know a secret? She texted me about 5 days ago.
What'd she have to say?
Nothing nice. Wade does know, just so you know. I know I fucked that up, by the way.
What do you mean?
I knew they were a thing when we started. And despite Rue being my friend, I did not want to stop. Not saying it would have ever changed the outcome, but definitely didn't help the situation. Would I change it and do it again? Yeah, same path. But I was not a good person there necessarily.
I don't think any of us are necessarily good people.
I don't think that's true.
No, I just mean like in a day to day. Right. I think there's very few inherently good people in the world.
That's fair.
Somewhere between 16 and 25. I think most people stop being good. Because inevitably something happens, and I'm not saying like they're awful, but like something happens that makes them just a little less good. Cheat on their partner, scam their way through business school, steal from the poor. I mean, anything. Murder. It's not necessarily their fault, but inevitably the world gets its claws into most people.
Do you think being good's just being naive then?
It can be.
Do you think that you can do bad things for good reasons?
Yeah. I think there is a such thing, for example, as justified murder. Murder objectively is a bad thing.
I mean, that's a death penalty.
Yeah, but like talking outside the death penalty. Like if I was to kill Casey tomorrow, right? That's murder, that's bad. But for society as a whole, it'd be a net good. For me personally, it'd be a net phenomenal good.
Right. So did you end up blowing up that car yesterday? Or, yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
You feel good.
No. So I was gonna blow it up at the SCSO cemetery,
Right.
but I got there, and as I parked the car, I noticed two roses sitting in the sand. One, where the fuck are roses coming from? Number two, written in the sand was rose and cross. And I'm like, God fucking damn it, Cross. I can't do that now. I'm not gonna let cops drive all over like what Chris Cross probably put there for his late wife. So I went to the other side of the rock and blew up the car. And I put Harvey's hat inside of it. Kind of recreated the whole Valhalla thing when we blew up his car.
Did you put it in there while it was burning or after it had gone out?
I set it in there before I set it on fire.
You okay with that?
I'm letting go piece by piece.
I know. We kind of talked about it before. It's not an easy step, though. That's why I asked if you're okay with it.
That hat was one of the last things I have. I wore it every day for 2 years. Without fail. Balto said it's not necessarily closing a chapter, but I think it is. It's not fair to me, it's not fair to Mason to let this ghost just linger.
I don't think it has to be about fair, V. Does it make you love Mason any less for it to linger?
No, but it hurts me.
Okay. This will be a kind of fucked up question, but do you dislike that pain or is it comforting?
I'm tired of it. If I'm being so real.
Okay, that didn't answer the question though.
I don't think it's comforting.
Okay. Well, then it's okay to let go.
I used to live in that pain. Because I thought I deserved it. Because I blamed myself for the longest time. That if I had just gotten there faster, if I had just done more, if I had stopped him from going to that meeting when he called me to say that he was going to
I created the
meeting.
Raiders. You're gonna bring your own car, Link? A racing ship. I'd offer to buy you one, but I don't have any. I don't have a...
He wouldn't have died that day. Ryan Wilson wouldn't have walked out of that operating room. To have to hear me fall to the ground, sobbing.
Maybe. And maybe it would have been another officer and another person. Yeah.
Alright, the race is up. It's
Hi,
5
Emmy.
or Priv and the...
Hi, I sent you 30K for the turbos. If you ever didn't, I'm going to shove it down your throat.
Why are you so aggressive?
Because you pissed me off with that, and I will take it no longer. I sent you 30K for the turbos. I'm going to reimburse you for everything that you buy moving forward because that money is there for a reason, Veronica. We use it for that. Stop being proud. Take the fucking money. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Go enjoy your conversation with Duke. All right. Bye.
Bye. She didn't like that. I didn't like that.
What?
He's very angry.
About what?
He opened the conversation with, "I sent you $30,000 to reimburse you for the turbos that you bought."
What?
And going forward, I am reimbursing you for everything that you buy because that's what the money is there for.
What money? What is he talking about?
So I bought turbos for the club and didn't take money for it, and it pissed him off. He told me to stop being so proud.
Can't you just be generous though?
That's what I'm saying. But I guess he thought I was complaining about being broke last night. It was less me complaining, more me being like, "Oh, I only have 10K. I sold a bunch of bet earlier and I got back to 30,000.
Even if you were complaining about being broke, it's still your choice to make.
That's what I'm saying. My mistake was telling him that I don't even reimburse myself for radios.
I wouldn't do that either, B. I'm right there with you.
It's only like $2,000. It's not that much.
No, it's not. And it's your choice.
You sound so angry. I think it's something silly to get angry over. But I'm not gonna say that to him because he's angry. So,
You want me to say that to him?
No.
You want me to try and figure out this hazy rage thing you got going on?
Might be beneficial.
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted to help or if you just wanted to vent about it.
I don't know. It's... The anger's nothing new.
Well, if you want help, I'm happy to try. So, we'll give it a go, okay?
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I've always just been this ball of anger just waiting to pop off. Like I said, I just get into these destructive tendencies. I shut down. I go do whatever. Then I just end up feeling guilty after doing all of that because I've made people worry or I've done something monumentally stupid.
You realize you call yourself dumb and stupid a lot?
No, I don't.
You've done it like 10 times tonight, V.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits.
No, stop it. That's not what I was doing. You don't need to do that. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You may make mistakes. Don't make you stupid or dumb. You don't have to degrade yourself, V. Ain't no need for it. You're too good for it. You gonna try and apologize to Mason again since last night was a little off, or?
I might. I get the feeling he doesn't really want to talk to me right now. Just he sounded very angry.
Well, he doesn't necessarily get to make that decision. Not when you're to be married.
I mean, I tend to give him space when he's angry, and he tends to give me space when I'm angry. Because if he's angry and I'm upset, then it's not going to be productive. So,
Well, I'll defer to your knowledge there.
I'm gonna be so for real right now. I want to take my bike and just go as fast and as far as I can.
What's stopping you?
This conversation and me pausing and going, is that actually a good idea?
Probably not. But at the same time, I'm not a person to tell you what to do, V.
You know. But the reality is when I do that.
Is that gunshots?
Is everything okay? I heard gunshots.
Yeah, we're okay. It's just some guy shooting Mason because he was selling some sleep.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's okay.
I don't know why Mason's not the one answering me, but okay. It's Faraday.
You were saying, and
Hmm?
go ahead.
I told Mason last night that I hope he at least saves a little time for me. Because, like, I know having a prospect is a big deal for him and shit, but I just worry that he's gonna hyper focus so much on that that I'm gonna get pushed to the side.
Okay, well, V, you don't say you hope. You say, Mason, you're going to make time for me. Gotta be assertive with it, especially if it's something you want. Doesn't get to just say, not gonna spend time with my fiance.
I mean, I don't think that's how he's thinking. I think it's just priorities. And he pointed out last night that there's times where he's gonna have to prioritize her over me, just because of the nature of the beast.
That's why it's times, not all the times. Sometimes he has to prioritize you over everything else too. Just like you got to prioritize him. Not that I'm saying you don't, but
That man has been my priority from day one.
okay. Like I said, I'm not saying you didn't, but you make that decision too. He needs to make the decision too as well. It has to be a conscious effort.
Which reminds me, I keep trying to check in to make sure he's actually fucking checking his sugar.
God damn it. I knew I was forgetting something. How's Faraday? I ain't really met her other than her to tell me that my bike is an imposter.
Don't really know her all that well, to be quite honest. I haven't really spent any time alone with her.
Running Faraday to the hospital. I hit her with a
That's
wrench.
something you should, as Mason's old
Okay,
lady.
be careful. Yeah, no, it's something like I plan to do. It's just like I wasn't really around much of last week because I was just so out of it.
Sure.
So I haven't really had an opportunity to get to know her. Aside from being in a group setting and most of the time I've been in a group setting the last few days, it's been me fuming about everything. So I haven't been the best company.
Okay, well, you're on the come down, and you know it's something you want to do. So just over the next day or two, tell her you want to take her and get to know her and go do some shit with her. I got to do the same thing. I may not go do anything with her, but I need to at least talk to her, introduce myself.
Yeah. I know Mason talks to her about stuff. He said it as much last night. It kind of just caught me off guard because it's stuff that he usually talks to Lane about.
Really?
Like, I forgot what it was, but it just caught me off guard because I'm like, huh? Usually you talk to Lane about that.
That's interesting.
I just forget what it was.
I mean, maybe that's not a bad thing. Anything else you want to talk about, V?
I don't know. I feel like I'm still like a mess of. I want to sit down and cry. I want to scream. I want to destroy things.
Okay. What do you want to go destroy?
I don't know. Sometimes what scares me is when I say I have the urge to destroy things. It's not always physical objects, dude. I'm pretty sure half the issues I had with Charlotte were because I went and was trying to push her away. There were times I did that to Kiki, where I would just do things to try to push her away. I would say things to people to try to push her away.
And how did she combat that?
I'm not sure she ever realized.
Ignorance is bliss?
Or she was too busy to care.
Do you think that's really the case?
No. I always felt like I was in her shadow for the longest time. Hell, when I retired and then a month later she retired, my first thought was, can I just have one thing that's mine?
Yeah.
Just one teeny tiny thing that's mine. I'm still caught up on Mason sounding angry on the phone when I thought we were fine last night, so I'm just like, why the fuck did he wake up so angry at me?
Well, maybe you should go talk to him about it.
Well, he took Faraday to the hospital and they're pushing together, and I don't want to pull him away from shit that he wants to be doing.
But what you want also matters, V.
Yeah, but I also don't want to be needy.
It's okay to be needy.
I don't like feeling needy.
I do. You know how little I go through life being selfish?
It makes me feel like a bother. Like I'm too much. So I try to keep things to myself for as long as I can.
When Mason says he needs you, you
Radio
feel
check.
like he's a bother?
Oh,
Or does that
hello.
make you feel good?
Yeah.
Where you at?
I at
Come on,
He
son.
is never a bother to me.
Okay, so does it make you feel good that he says, I need you? Or acts needy?
Yeah.
Okay. So could we rationally say there's probably a good chance he'd feel the same way?
Maybe.
Okay, let's not be a Debbie Downer, V. I think it's probably more than maybe. You don't have to sound dejected about it.
Not dejected. I'm just a realist.
I don't know about that, V.
Lane's awake.
Good to know. I don't know if that's necessarily a realist way of thinking. I think you're being very hard on yourself.
Yeah. He doesn't need to deal with this right now. So.
Okay, and when is it that he's supposed to deal with it?
Hopefully never.
Okay, well, that's not healthy or reasonable, V.
I don't want to be that girl who is constantly crying and in her feelings and woe is me. I'll do that shit on my own time.
But do you want his comfort and his company?
I'm always gonna want to be around him.
Okay, then that's simple enough. It's okay to be that way with him. You
Yeah,
think
but I don't think he wants my company right now.
you don't know that. You just think that, and you are in a mood where you think no one wants your company. You're in a mood to go out and ride your bike as fast as you can. Consequences be damned. I think you're a little skewed there, V.
I think I'm being perfectly reasonable.
Okay, try saying that with a straight face again.
I've never been more reasonable in my life.
Yeah, okay. You know that's so ridiculous you can't even hide the smile in your voice while you can put it out your mouth.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't need you to be reasonable, V. I just need you to be honest that it's okay to want him and take up his time a little bit. I do it with Lane. And trust me, there are plenty of people competing for her time.
Yeah.
Kinda our job to pull them away from it all. Make them be themselves. Especially now. You just happen to have two excuses to do it now.
Yeah. I wanna do something for him, but I don't know what.
What do you mean, like a gift or like...
Yeah, like a gift, but I don't know what. Cause like I thought charm bracelet, but that's not really his style. I think it'd look ridiculous on him.
What if you got him a patch?
I don't even know what I'd get him.
What do you think of when you think of him first?
See, it's not a thing, it's a feeling.
Okay, but does that manifest in any sort of shape or anything at all?
First thing I think of when I think of him is just safety and warmth.
That's fair. I'm sure you'll think of something, V.
Maybe I'll ask Lane for some help on figuring that out.
That's a good idea. You want to go see him?
Yeah. I don't know if he's with Lane or if he's just with Faraday or what.
Okay, that don't matter. He is your fiance.
Yeah,
Quit.
I know. Gotta see if there's food in the house because I need food.
Here, come here. Come here. Come here. You need a drink?
No, I got a drink.
There you go.
I guess I could just call him and see where they're at.
Hello, Veronica.
Okay, are you still upset with me?
I don't know. I'm pushing on the beach though.
Okay. Duke and I will head that way.
Okay. I'm down here with Lane and Faraday.
You sound like you don't want me anywhere near you right now. I'm gonna be
No,
so
that's
real.
okay. I'm fine.
You're not.
No, I'm okay. I promise.
You don't sound okay. You sound like you are still upset with me.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not upset. I'm annoyed. It's fine.
It's not fine, Mason.
There's nothing that can be done, so it's okay.
What do you mean?
I mean, you lied to me. A simple thing, yes, but you lied to like get out of punishment, and that annoyed me.
I talked to Luke today.
Yeah.
I was stupid. And it was ridiculous that I got upset like I did.
Yeah, I think so too. I also think it's ridiculous that you refuse to accept money from the club. Literally everyone else does it. The money is put there for a reason, Veronica. We have hundreds of thousands of dollars in float every week for this purpose. That money is written off for expenses. We don't want people to go without in their bank account. I don't want you to be under 10K. I don't care if you don't care. I do.
Okay.
I don't want you to have to grind unnecessarily.
I don't mind it.
I don't care if you don't mind it. This is a workaround. This is here for a reason. It's not, I don't want you to be upset about it, but I mean, it's just
I'm not upset about this. I'm upset with myself right now.
I'm sorry.
No, you. This isn't you apologize to me situation, Mason. This is a I suck it up and swallow my pride situation.
Be a detective.
Okay.
I said
Well,
kiss mom at the
I'm down on the
episode.
beach. So if you want to come down,
Do you
Back
want
home.
me to?
if you want to come down, you can.
Do you want me to?
I would like to see you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will
Don't
be
give you
down
a
there.
compliment, man.
Okay. I'll see you in a minute.
But I don't think anyone would.
Love you.
I think it's fate to get into their cult.
Duke took him.
You all right?
This was that good.
He
punch me?
That would not make me feel any better.
Okay, I'm just ticking the boxes I know to tick.
Say hi.
He on the veg.
Okay, is he not on radio? What? Oh, wow, okay, never mind.
Your brother, I had a headache.
Oh, okay. I'm saying hi to you. All the things.
Hey.
How's it going?
I got Flynn kissed,
Hell yeah.
and then he passed out multiple times.
Is he
Damn.
Arthur?
What'd you say?
Is he Arthur?
Hello, my
I-
name is
I
Eliza.
don't
How
know.
are you today?
I think he
I'm
needs a
doing all right,
psychiatrist,
Eliza.
honestly.
All right.
Noted.
Well, I am calling as a
Because every
part
time,
of
like,
the
after you got
Positivity
kissed,
Project because
then got
someone
kissed, he
submitted
would
your name for
thumbs up
an
and pass
anonymous
out.
compliment. If you want to hear it out.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, one of your friends wanted to share how they hope that you know how wonderful you are and how grateful that they are to have you and how grateful everyone is to know you.
Yeah, I really need to hear that right now. So,
Oh, well, I'm sorry if you're having a shadowy day, but it does sound like you make other people's days a lot more joyful. So hopefully you get that in return.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Of course. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I really appreciate you taking my call today.
Yeah, anytime, Eliza.
All right. You take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. Kaplum.
I love when she calls me.
Who is that?
Her name's Eliza, and she just calls with random compliments. She says they're from your friends, but I think she just calls random people to compliment them.
Oh, that's nice. I've never gotten a call from her.
Yeah, this is the second time I've gotten a call from her.
Is she like? This
She's
is
part of
it?
the Epsilon program.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Look who I
This
brought.
sucks.
What?
What?
This boy jumped from the deep end like that?
The hell? Hi.
Hi.
What? Did he run? Did he say that and then run away?
Yes,
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 What
he
did he
did.
say?
Cannot say that and then run away. Get back here.
Wait, what did he say? I wasn't paying attention.
We said that he had
He fucked Dax's ex-wife.
sex before, and he was like, "That was pegging."
What?
So wait.
I don't know. What do you mean it was pegging? You got pegged? First time? Was that your first time having sex ever?
Yeah.
Brother.
And you didn't even see her tits?
What the
So it, was
fuck?
it was like a dominatrix kind of thing, you know?
Was she wearing a bra? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
okay.
like clever stuff and high heels and stuff.
Oh, my
Oh.
It just
god.
happened. How many times did it happen? Just one time?
Faraday, why are you not a part of this conversation?
Because last time I was close to you, you smacked me with a wrench.
Oh my
I'm
god!
scared.
Faraday, come over here!
And you see why I'm scared to admit that I saw anything? Because he whacks people.
He doesn't mean to. It's an accident.
Am I like the
I don't know,
fucking
that one felt
boogeyman
pretty
to your
targeted.
Flynn?
Hello?
Oh
People
my
should just-
god.
I just want to hear people's conversations. I'm so nosy.
Same.
Just stand here and let me hear what your side of the conversation. I want to hear it. I want to know.
Yeah, so now I'm off to find a woman who would want me for once.
Okay. Okay. I'll help
When
you.
you say it like that, Flynn, it sounds
Yeah,
so
I'll help you.
depressing.
I genuinely think
I've
Okay.
got your back on this one. If there's anything I can do for you, it's
that
this.
might be the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, look, listen. Today, right? Today I
We're gonna
got
find a
my
woman who wants
my
you for
ping
once.
is free, and then I can't remember where, but I saw 666 somewhere, and together that's 999.
Earlier.
Yeah, when was in tit earlier? 999 because we have 666 Bitcoin or Buttcoin. So together that makes 999, and 999 means a new
Alright.
beginning, and new opportunities.
We're gonna get
Sorry.
I'm taking this.
Because
at
I
the
stream
moment.
what I need
pissed.
to stream.
Exactly.
I feel like you're digging,
We'll
brother.
recap
I
tomorrow.
feel like you are
I need to
digging
take a
and
nap. I'll be
reaching
right
Recap
back.
tomorrow.
Gotta let him have his
Explain that then.
And we will send it over
Jesus,
to Ray.
coming up to buy weed? Okay, buddy. All right.
Got the
And we'll be
sweetest
back
call.
tomorrow.
Who was that?
Did you get a compliment
I don't know.
too?
Someone named yes.
I think it's a lie. I think they're trying to indoctrinate us into the cult because I got one as well, and I
Probably.
know